was Swy for you?
Well, Swy indeed is like a once in a lifetime opportunity for, I think, for all of us. And for me, it was like a dream coming true. And because there I had like, I got to meet the Prime Minister of the Japanese government in person, and it was a very big deal. And on the other hand, like getting selected up to this program with a lot of competition in Sri Lanka to get into the program, and was again a big deal for me. And then coming into the ship, going on board like with 240 participant youth, which was like, and where 120 were Japanese participant youth. On the other hand, 120 were like from overseas participant youth, which had like 12 member teams from 10 countries, and altogether 11 countries on board.
And what was your highlight? Maybe Shainuja, could you speak a bit?
Yeah, of course. Like how as Manjari said, Swy is once in a lifetime experience. First of all, I felt so honored to represent my country there. And coming to the point, it is a new environment where we get to live with 20 delegates and other officials from different parts of the world for more than 1 month, whom we have never met. So it was a new experience. I mean, the environment was so different. We don't actually use our mobiles because there is no internet connection. And so we started communicate through person to person. And sometimes, you know, we went back to the historical period, and we were writing letters to each other to communicate. And it was kind of so interesting. And also through our conversations and interactions, we were able to understand that most of the issues are common.
Now, I would like to hear about the impact of the program and your current work. It doesn't have to be your job, but you know, the activity that you're involved in. So what do you find, like any connection in between what you do now and what you learn from the program, Swy program? May I ask Joe first? Any positive impact?
Thank you, Satoshi-san. Yes, the Swy experience has been, for me, a life-changing experience as a whole. What the program has inculcated in me is the ability for me to understand people from different backgrounds. Like I mentioned earlier, like what Sophie said, the New Zealand and Fiji is very diverse, not only in cultures, in how people behave, in how people, in language, and for us, language has been one of the biggest barriers. But on the ship itself, you know, trying to speak to people who could not even speak English, it was amazing how I could able to relate. So that's one of the biggest things that has taught me as a national leader. You know, everything was scheduled, and I had to make it a point to be there well before time. That's something that I've taken into the workplace. You know, there's so many different forms of leadership that's being talked about theoretically. It's transformational. You talked about authoritative, but for me, in this program, it has brought the best of all different.
So for me, the main learnings were communication skills. You know, learning different ways, similar to what Joe was saying, actually, like different ways of being able to communicate, and kind of changing your communication style and being able to be flexible. And yeah, that flexibility is a very big learning, and something that I want to try and hold on to now after Swy, is that you can be, it's good just to be, you know, quite a flexible person in general, I think. And that's what Swy taught me, is that, you know, if the water's a bit rough, you just have to know that you actually can't change that, and just be flexible about how you react to it.
Okay. I'm sorry for the
thank you very much.
No, thank you for joining us. I suppose both of you are very busy, but thanks for helping us.